Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone, wherever you're watching or listening to us from. Welcome to Stock Team, the Investors Channel. Today, the 29th of January 2025. We are happy to bring you yet another update, and also, just like we do, another stock pick that will actually improve your portfolio and also set you on a good path to make it big this year. Before we go, a quick disclaimer: every information shared on this channel is for information and education purpose only. So consult your financial advisor or do your due diligence before making any decision. We thank everyone for following us, subscribing to this channel, putting on your notification bell. If you haven't done that, please subscribe to our channel. We need all your support. We thank everyone for being part of this channel from get-go. We will start by just looking through the major headlines that are driving the market as we speak before we go to the topic of today. So today we saw that Trump media company, which is DJT, ticker symbol DJT, the parent company of Truth Social, they've just launched their financial services arm. On that note, DJT is actually surging in the market about 8% as at the time we checked. So keep an eye on DJT. It's not a pick for us, but just keep an eye on that. Spirit Airlines, which has been delisted from the market, has rejected offer from Frontier Airlines to actually acquire the company in a merger. Spirit Airlines is no longer traded on the market because the stock actually cratered. Apple is getting more downgrades. Oppenheimer, a host of other analysts on Wall Street downgraded Apple because they believe that Apple iPhone sales for the last quarter of last year might not actually meet up with the estimates. A whole lot of downgrades, but Apple is still a buy. Apple is still going to be a top performer this year because Apple always ends the year on a very slow note, but towards the second to the third quarter of the year, Apple will actually get a lot of upgrade in the sense that new iPhones will be launched. So keep an eye on Apple. ASML shares went up very high today because despite the DeepSeek AI news and trends and the fears, ASML said demands for their machines that they use in making those advanced chips was actually very high. As a matter of fact, the company actually beat estimates. Nvidia is still under pressure. Nvidia shares is now down as at the time we checked about 6% because US is looking at putting more sanctions on any of Nvidia chips going to China. So keep an eye on that. So on that note, we will be going into the topic for today, which is we have a stock pick in the cybersecurity side of things. If you can remember, a few days ago, we actually listed out. We did an episode on the top cybersecurity stocks to own in 2025. We had the likes of CrowdStrike. We had the likes of CyberArk software, a whole lot of other stock picks within that ecosystem, cybersecurity. I'm going to drop that video in the description part of this video so that you can watch the full episode and see all these major stock picks that we have. But for update purpose, because if we get better stocks that we want to upgrade in that cybersecurity side of things, we will always come back to you to say this stock is now a buy or we are adding it to that list. So on that note, we are adding a company within that cybersecurity side of things, especially when it comes to content delivery network, when it comes to cloud based content delivery network, virtual private network, and other ways of securing access to the cloud, to services of companies, to data, to the enterprise. We have this stock pick and we're going to share the rationale with you. Before we go, please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do so. Put on your notification bell as well so that you don't miss any update. We will be getting into the discussion of the day about this stock pick. Thank you. So I'll just be bringing up that stock pick, and the stock that we actually have for you is F5. F5 is one of those companies that they play very well. They do very well in what they are good at in cybersecurity. Despite the fact that F5 might not be actually known as a very popular cybersecurity company, but this company has been doing very well. As a matter of fact, the stock of F5 today jumped very, very high in the market, as you can see, about 10% as we speak. Why are we coming up with this peak? Because F5 Inc. Is an American company that's actually specialized in application security and multi-cloud management. F5 actually gives that access to companies to prevent online fraud, to also, deliver content in a very seamless, secure, and in a way that the experience is actually top notch. They also have network security, access authorization that they provide, all of those services that they provide. If you look at the performance of this company, since this company was listed on the stock market, you will actually see that this company has actually done well, very well for investors. 3,800%, over 3,800% all time since the year 2000 when this company was listed. Is also a stock that actually, despite the fact that you see several dips, especially when you have pullback in the tech sector, either from the financial crisis of 2007 2008, either the COVID pandemic, either the Russian invasion of Ukraine, either a whole lot of inflation related headlines. Despite the fact that this stock had those pullbacks, that is correlating to what actually happened with any major tech company that is highly valued, this stock actually recovered over time. And those are some of the things that you should actually look at when making a pick. Is this stock correlating with the economic cycle, with the reality of things in the global economy or the sector that they play? If a company doesn't correlate to what is going on, so for instance, if the tech sector is booming, recovering very high, if a lot of cybersecurity companies within the ecosystem where they play, if they are delivering record revenue, record profits, getting more customers, if a company that you are looking to pick doesn't correlate to that, if their performance is below what they have, what the category they have is delivering, which means they are underperforming, you might actually need to rethink: is this company really worth you having? But if you look at F5 actually correlated directly to the entire ecosystem. So if we check F5 with CrowdStrike, and CrowdStrike, like we said, is the number one pick in that ecosystem. If we compare the performance of CrowdStrike over the years with F5, you could actually see that despite the fact that CrowdStrike has done over 514%, but F5 seems to have done even better and even outperformed CrowdStrike. And that's because this company does not necessarily do everything that CrowdStrike does. CrowdStrike provides that end-to-end platform to manage cybersecurity on the enterprise level, but this company actually does a significant specific part of cybersecurity, which is CDN, content delivery, networking, network security, access authorization, and that's what they do. And they do it very well, and that's why they've been able to even outperform more or less the biggest player in the market in the cybersecurity side of things. So what do you think about F5? we will be adding F5 in the next couple of days to the stock team portfolio. Let's hear back from you. Do you think this company is a company that you want to own, or you want to do more research, or you actually not own? Cybersecurity, like we said in that episode that I said I'm going to drop to this video, is a segment that, despite the fact that it's a tech ecosystem, it is a little bit different from the typical technology company or stock that you own, maybe the likes of Apple, Microsoft, or Google, for instance. Despite the fact that Microsoft also has its own cybersecurity arm, cybersecurity itself has companies that are deliberately specialized in providing solutions around cybersecurity. So when you are looking to pick a stock in that ecosystem, you should not just expose yourself to the likes of Microsoft or IBM. You also have to actually look at, companies like F5, companies like CrowdStrike, companies like Rubrik, and CyberHack Software that we mentioned in the last video. So this is the pick for today. This is the gift that we're bringing to you. We appreciate everyone for watching, following us, and listening. The market is very choppy today. The market is very, very not volatile, but the volatility index is quite high because the Federal Reserve is actually saying they are not cutting rates, they are not increasing rates, they are holding rates, and that decision actually dropped before we came to this video. So they will be holding rates between 4.25% to 4.50%, and that's because the Federal Reserve actually wants to see what the market, what the US economy will do before they continue to cut. The direction that the market is looking at is that the Federal Reserve might be cutting rates in the next update because they actually want to see how inflation will be tamed in the US and also across the global financial markets. And so when you look at what is going on today, you could see that the S&P 500, which is the topmost and the most important index that has the top 500 companies on Wall Street, you can see that we started the market on a higher note. But the market has actually pulled back the more. This is not too negative, because if it was very negative, maybe the S&P 500 will be down by about 2%. The market expected that the Federal Reserve will hold this rate and will not continue to actually cut rates, at least for this update. The next update, which will be in February, towards the mid or end of February, is actually perhaps we might see a little more cuts. What does this mean for you and I, who actually are exposed to the tech ecosystem? It means that the market will continue, not necessarily continue to pull back, but there will be opportunities to add more to your holdings. So if you are sitting on cash, this might be the best time to actually see how you can position before the next update, because once we get the signal that there might be another rate cut, the market will actually price in this ahead. So you don't necessarily have to wait till then. You can actually position yourself to some of the picks that we have actually mentioned. Thank you so much. We appreciate everyone. Tomorrow the market will be opening. The market might actually react positively tomorrow because this was what's expected, but we wait to see what the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will actually say. Is he a bit more optimistic that inflation is now tamed? Is he actually a bit worried that inflation is not anywhere over, or is still very strong? We'll get to see what will happen tomorrow, but the market, as we see, might actually react a bit more positive based on what he's going to say. Thank you so much. Please continue to subscribe to our channel, put on your notification bell so that you don't miss any update that we bring to you. You've been watching Stalker Team, the investors channel. We also have our X page which is Stalker Team Live. We are going to drop that handle in the video description, so you can always follow us on X. We'll be dropping breaking news, and also all of the videos that we've done on this channel will be uploaded there. Thank you so much. Keep investing, keep growing. Take care and bye.